We're back, and it's everybody's favorite time of the day as we sacrifice a blue belt to the jiu-jitsu gods for our pleasure. We're taking the most technical, I can't say that with a straight face, we're taking the most ambitious blue belt, Basalt's Ben, and he's going up against a heavyweight purple belt who also likes to compete. Ben's opponent for this video is Travis, who's only been on the channel one other time, but he looked like a complete animal. But Ben has never been afraid of a challenge, so it should be no surprise to you at all that Ben wanted to take on the biggest person in the room. Let's see how he did. The most ambitious blue belt in the world had just finished a round with a 300-pound behemoth, me, and now he's taking on Travis, another huge competitor. And some very on-brand Ben logic as to wear the gi despite it being a no-gi match, which made no difference to Travis as he decided to pull him forward and flip him to take his back, being a really bad start for Mr. Ben. Now I like to joke around that Ben has some great back defense because he's squirrely enough that he can escape most things, but there comes a limit to everything. And unfortunately Ben had to learn that that limit was Travis, a man who's always wanting to get better when he's on the mats versus participating in a clown fiesta. And here's the proof. As Ben is going for his reverse power top techniques, Travis switches it off to an armbar and he takes everything really smoothly, and Ben taps in his own way. Now I shouldn't be surprised that's Ben's new way of tapping, but at the same time, a little bit more professional of an image would be great, but Travis doesn't seem to be fazed at all. Now dealing with somebody who has 100 pounds on you is certainly a hard situation to put yourself in. So if you're rolling with one of these behemoths, what would you do? A, play a top game so you don't have to carry their weight, or B, egg them on and tell them to come on top of you. If you chose B, then you have the same decision making skills as a man of basalts, and I hope you don't make any big decisions at your job. One of the vital things about Ben and that people either hate or love is that he has absolutely no guard retention. So it takes Travis about half a second before he pushes the knee down and passes right back into full mount, despite Ben asking for him to come on top. Despite who his enemy is, or maybe because he knows he is a monster underneath them, Travis is doing the right style of jiu-jitsu by keeping his hips and knees tight to Ben, even bringing his knees up into the armpit, making it tough for Ben to do any bridging, and it gives Travis the opportunity to work in an S-mount to potentially attack an armbar or in triangle. But Ben must have some blackmail over Travis because Travis decides he's going to just go to knee mount and ultimately dismount once Ben continues to roll away. And while Ben sees a light at the end of the tunnel and he could take this opportunity to not go into a bad position, instead he tries to attack an Americana from a spot where he had no control, and Travis regains all top dominance. While a lot of coaches would want to disown their students for that decision making, at least if that ever happens to Ben, there will be people like Wall Street bets that will accept him for having the same type of clarity. Now I would love to tell everybody that somehow Ben is able to get out from underneath Travis and submit him over and over. But for all the faithful viewers that say they only follow the channel watch Ben, this is what you have to look forward to. Ben is constantly getting controlled, eventually has some funny moments, which you will see later in the video, but he spends way more of that time getting controlled by people better than him at jiu-jitsu. Of course there's nothing wrong with someone being better than you, as it happens to me pretty often, but Ben has the same glaring mistakes as we've seen before where he has his back controlled, he only looks for Hail Mary submissions, and he's just a wily competitor / contestant overall. So to offer some advice for what Ben should be doing in case you're in a similar position to him, he needs to be able to break that body triangle while keeping his arms safe and not having them pulled behind his head. There's a great explanation by Gordon Ryan on BJJ Fanatics YouTube channel on how to get out of the body triangle, but Ben would rather gift Travis with easy victories. I will say that Ben gets some credit for always challenging the toughest competitor, but at the same time he's getting beat like a piñata as Travis is moving around him and throwing him into any position he desires. But the tides of this battle will soon change as the world's most creative blue belt decides he wants to go to his belly and give up full back control to Travis once again. You see, Ben is known for using interesting methods to try and escape positions that he thinks of on the spot, such as the dolphin escape. And this match against Travis is no different. When Travis has full control for him, he's going for a reverse powerbomb technique where his goal is to impregnate Travis's feet. And if any of you men out there are watching this video with your wife, hide your eyes as this is a real panty dropper of a technique and Ben's going to steal your girl as he shows off his dominating hip explosion to get absolutely nothing done. I will say, however, that Ben was able to escape the back control as Travis went for an armbar, and for some reason he celebrates escaping back control like he won the Mundials. To follow up that awesome back escape, here's some peak Ben passing. He drives forward into the butterfly guard, does nothing to address it, gets swept into side control, keeps his arm flared to the side, and gets Americana'd. It's safe to say that Ben hasn't had a good run, and this ankle pick that Travis does is just embarrassing at this point. Ben doesn't realize Travis is being nice with him, so he charges forward into another sweep, regains his ground a little bit, then he gets swept over to the other side, but this time Travis has had enough. While Ben is doing the day 1 wipeout escape of kicking your feet like a toddler, Travis has decided he's just going to sit on top of him, and he puts Ben in timeout until the end of the round. It's good to see that Ben has been working super hard on his deficiencies, and everyone say thank you to Travis for not eating your favorite jiu-jitsu hero. Now if you want to have the same attitude as Ben and to never give up, then make sure to check out xmartial.com. While they may not be selling bath salts to you, they will be selling stylish rash guards so you can improve at jiu-jitsu or at least feel like you are. And with promotion code Tyler10, you even get to save money at the same time. There's nothing better than that, so make sure to check out xmartial.com for all your jiu-jitsu gear and needs.